Hello everybody, Wooden Railway Edward here, and I know you're probably getting sick of that intro sequence where I say hello everybody, but honestly I can't think of a better one. I think it would be kind of weird if I said, yo, what's up guys, or something like that. That would be kind of cringy. Anyway, let's get into the topic of this video. As you can see in the title, it's another unboxing video, because I really have nothing better to do with my life than go around on eBay, go to the dark pages of eBay that no one views, and buy Thomas wooden trains. And though I also did that in the last video, how I did the sarcastic opening, I genuinely enjoy doing this. I like collecting these models. It's very fun for me, and one day I hope to complete my collection. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but it's fun to try. So anyway, here is the package that I have. It doesn't even fit on screen. My camera is propped up very high. It's actually propped up using the Soda Engine Wash box from WoW a long time ago, back in April, I think, an unboxing video I did last April. It's been a long time, and now we're on unboxing video, I want to say 14. I'm not sure. I don't know if the last one was 13 or not, but we'll see when I get into editing. Anyway, as you can see, this is mainly a box, as you can hear there, and it's just wrapped with this cheap plastic film that comes on a lot of packages. And actually, there was an unboxing video before this that I filmed. I took a look at a ton of items, but unfortunately I was using my old camera and it just wouldn't convert the footage, so that video is completely lost. I actually took a look at a lot of interesting things, and I think at the end of this video I might go through those things really fast. I just want to show them off because I think some of them are cool. But the reason I bring that up is because most of the packages in that video actually had this kind of film on it, and I hope I didn't tip that over too much so you could see my information. I don't want to risk that. But yeah, let's get into this. I'm just going to open this. I will make a transition after to a lower shot so you can see when I look at the engines. I think that would be better, but for the time being, we're in this shot. And I want to do this once. I haven't redone this shot yet. Usually I make mistakes or I stutter or something, but I want to get this done very quickly because I have places to be and things to see. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you know, I kind of want to do this quickly. I originally wanted episode 4 to come out this week, but it's taking a long time. Next to me I have a set of episode 4 up, and yeah, it's just taking a long time. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, thankfully, this came today, this package, and what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to upload this video this Friday and save episode 4 for next week, because with school and everything, I have a lot of tests, and I really just want to focus on the important stuff in life, not Thomas Choo-Choo's. And with the new reboot coming out, I've kind of lost motivation, but I still want to make some videos, and I thought this would be a quick, easy video to make. So I've been anticipating this package for a very long time. Actually, that's interesting. It says, caution, open carefully to avoid damaging. And as I said, I've been awaiting this package for a very long time. I think I ordered it about 2 weeks ago. It came not far from where I live. It was in the same state as where I live, so I don't know what the holdup was. Probably with coronavirus and everything, but it did take a long time. And it said that it would come on Thursday. Thursday is when I'm recording this video. And it did. It came on Thursday, and I opened the front door, I got it, and I was very excited. Now, sometimes I open the package, and then I reseal it. So if I open this, or I have to do another take, if I mess up in this take, or, I don't know, there's something going on outside or anything, I have to reseal the package and kind of be like, oh yeah, this is the first time I'm opening it. But I wanted to wait, and since I was going to film the video the same day, I just thought, I'm going to wait and make it very genuine. So I paid $40, or $41, $42, I'm not really sure, for this package. As I said before, I was scoungering eBay, and I found this, and I actually sat on it for about a week, but then I decided, you know what, I had some Christmas money, I'm just going to buy it, because the stuff in here is pretty important. It's not necessarily a lot of new items that I've never had before, but it's a lot of items that I've been wanting to have for a long time to update some of my models back there. Or, well, not back there, but back behind me. So anyway, I'm going to change the camera shot so we're going to open it at a lower camera view since it's not this huge package. I could probably lay it on its side right there, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. So now that I have the camera down a little bit and I zoomed in, as you can see, I'm just going to bring on Thomas right here. If I bring Thomas on, you can see him better, and my shadow's not in the way as much. Because I noticed in earlier unboxing videos that I was kind of far away from the items I'm looking at, or at least the camera was, and it just didn't get that great of footage. And I have a light now, so as you can see, I'm shining the light a little on Thomas. So hopefully that helps too. Anyway, here is the box. It's a very, I wouldn't say actually a very big box, but it's a medium-sized box. And I am not sure if the seller put the items in this box or if they got them in this box, because if you did not pick up on it already, these are from a store. I'm not sure what store, but in the description it's basically that these were from a store back in 2008, that they were for display only models, but they were never used. So somehow the seller got a hold of these. I should probably do this on camera actually. The seller got a hold of these somehow and they're selling them. And I think it was $40 best offer. I offered $32. The seller did not accept my offer. The offer expired. Maybe the seller was away or something, but they just didn't accept it, so I was a little mad, but I did it again, and thankfully that time they accepted it. And now I know that these have been taken out because in the pictures there was them all laid out on a carpet, kind of like mine, but here is what's inside. So as you can see, this is what would have been shipped to a store back in the day. Learning Curve probably would have shipped this, and based on how the package is, I'm pretty sure this came directly from a factory. As I showed before, it says caution, do not open, or do not open. That's funny. Open carefully to avoid damage. So we're just gonna get right into this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if I showed that already, but yeah, it's like that. So I'm just gonna pull one random one out. I don't know which one I'm pulling out. Oh, that's kind of funny. I pulled out Thomas. So there's this little bubble wrap here that wasn't really attached, but here's Thomas. So we're gonna open this. And I noticed in the last shot my sleeve got in the way a little bit. I'm sorry for that. Try to roll them up a little bit more. And whoa, this is awesome. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Okay, I should probably show him on camera. He is as crisp can be. Crisp, I can't say crisp today. Sorry, but here's his face. And now here's the original 2003 Thomas I had. And I just don't think you get the same effect from this face right here. Let's see if it can focus. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, it's not gonna focus. Yeah, no. But as you can see, the Thomas face right there, the eyebrows are wiped off, so I never really got the full effect. He's kind of beat up. In my pilot episode that I never showed on YouTube, but I made, it was Thomas and the Toy Delivery, just a different version. I actually used this Thomas, but then I transitioned over to the CGI Thomas, which is probably equally beat up, except the eyebrows are kind of nice. But anyway, back to this Thomas. That face is really nice, and to be honest, I really think that 2003 to 2009 was my favorite era of Wooden Railway just because of nostalgia. That's what I grew up with. And seeing these in store shelves, like seeing the rows and rows of awesome merchandise, that just brings me back. Because, you know, it's when people actually cared about making these toys now. There's Thomas Wood, and while I know the painted stuff's a little bit better, and I think I actually praised one item, I forget which one, but a couple videos back, it's not the same. It really isn't. And this is the new updated, so this is not the 2002 version. This is the one with the indented funnel. Unlike this Gordon that I got in another lot, as you can see, his funnel has no indent or hole in it. But yeah, this Thomas is really nice. And you can see the seams where he was put together, and there is a little mark on him. But besides that, he is mint condition, and I'm happy that the seller was truthful about that. As you can see on the bottom, it says Thomas for display only, if that will focus. Oh, come on. I moved it as it was focusing. But yeah, you get the idea. You could probably read that. it's just a very nice model. And now, since I'm getting these new models, you're probably thinking, am I going to replace the classic 2013 Thomas that has been seen in all my videos? And the answer is no. I'm not going to replace him, but I might use this little guy for something down the road. I'm not really sure, maybe a throwback video or something. But it's still amazing to have him. Again, the only version of 2003 Thomas, besides an Easter one I had, is this one. And he's beat up, so this guy's going away, and this guy's coming in. He's a new kid on the block, or on the track. So we'll place him back there, and let's take a look at another item. And as you can see, there's this little partial divider, and to be honest, I kind of want to keep this box just for the memories or something. I don't know. Here is a James tender, and it is, again, very crisp, very new. And for being 10, 12 years old at this point, this is pretty awesome to have. And, you know, there's probably fewer and fewer of these in the world as they get destroyed, so it's nice to have one of these. It says for display only. Now, I didn't know I was actually getting his tender. We'll probably look at James a little later. But as you can see, this is the tender I already had for James, and as you can see, why is the camera not focusing? I have no idea. It's probably because it's zoomed in a lot. But as you can see, there's wear marks on this tender, and again, with James right here, this is the James I have right now. I will be updating James because this 2003 James that I'm getting is way better than this one. The dome is barely gold, it's black and everything like that. So I am replacing this James, but in like the model series actually, since they got the new brass models instead of the Perspex ones, when they replaced the Perspex ones, I cannot talk today, but they use these older models for scenes that might damage the newer models, so that's what I'm going to do. So an accident says not to scuff up this and Thomas, or whatever I get, I will be using these, and, you know, I can throw these around and stuff because they'll not be my main models. Anyway, let's look at another item, and I guess the tenders are all in a row over here, so I'm looking at another tender. I'll try to look at something new next, but it is a Gordon tender. And actually, in the last unboxing video, I mentioned before that never got uploaded because it wouldn't convert. I actually got a 2003 Gordon, or actually 2002 Gordon, I guess, in that lot. And I'm pretty happy with him. I'll still be using my 2013 Gordon right here, because I just think he looks better, but this Gordon is nice. I think if you put the face of the 2013 Gordon on this model, I would probably use it. Now it's kind of pointless that I have two Gordons, but, I mean, or three Gordons, but two 2003 ones. I might sell one of these, I don't know. But yeah, that's the Gordon right there, that's the Gordon tender, so the tenders are just going to chill out right there. And I'm not going to open another tender, because that would get boring. Let's hope I open one of the engines I looked at, and, oh, with my luck, yep, I didn't. So I'm going to save that. This is the other big tender engine. I just opened Henry, but we're not going to take a look at him because it wouldn't make sense to look at all these engines and then just not look at his tender because it would just be mishmashed. So anyway, I just opened Gordon right here, and let's, whoa, good lord, what just happened? So I was opening this guy up, and this horrendous face just stared back at me. Okay, so this is a 2011 Gordon. Good grief. That face is really scary. Wow. So apparently, I got a 2011 Gordon. And that, well, was that in the pictures? I honestly don't remember. Maybe his face wasn't showing, but I did not know that. It's kind of weird that he's lumped together with all these 2003 models, but whoa, that face is bad. One thing Mattel did great is look at that CGI face compared to this. Like, I would choose this any day over this thing. That is creepy. Well, that's the model of Gordon. I really don't want to focus on him. Though one thing I did notice is that these engines' domes are, like, sunken in. It's very weird. Oh, if I have my Gordon right here. As you can see, his dome is full, but maybe these were factory errors or something, and that's why their domes are sunken in. That's really weird, actually. I noticed that with Percy in the pictures, but that's kind of weird. I didn't notice that with Gordon. But we're going to put Hideous Gordon off screen so you actually can't see him, because I think that's the best thing we can do. And we're going to unbox our favorite friend in the air, Harold the Helicopter. Probably should do this on screen because it's probably getting boring not seeing anything. And funny enough, I've never had a Harold that is from 2003. I did have this Harold that I think I mentioned in a video before, and this thing is also very scary. It's a wood model. Whoa! Good grief. Just knocked over the camera. That's embarrassing. But I'm gonna roll with it. You know what? Just roll with it. I am to my breaking point with trying to be professional. Let's just roll with it. People probably enjoyed anyway. As you can see, the camera zoomed out a little bit too. But yeah, this is Harold, and I think he's awesome. I've always wanted Harold. Harold has been one of those characters that I've never really wanted, but I didn't well, I shouldn't say it like that. I've always liked Harold as a wooden railway model, but I've never had the initiative to go out and get him. And I did get that Harold for a birthday once, that wood one, but this one is a million times better. Obviously, it doesn't have the magnet on the bottom, but honestly, who cares? This Harold is just really nice. And that means that Harold will be appearing on my series, since he was originally in Season 2, I think he was introduced. He will be a character. I don't think he really needs an introduction. He'll just be there in the background. He might have a speaking role. I really don't know. But I really like the Harold face, too. I know some people like the 2013 model better, but honestly, I really don't. I don't like the molded face. I think it looks kind of weird. I really don't like CGI Harold as it is. But this guy, he's really awesome. So yeah, that's Harold. His rotor spin. He just hit Thomas. And actually, let's see. We're going to look at... Who are we unboxing now? Ooh, Birdie. And yes, I did get another Birdie. And here he is. And he's not much different from the Birdie I already have. But as you can see, Birdie is one of those items I got in the gift pack with Fred, Toby, Henrietta, Terence, and Birdie, obviously. And he is he has a lot of wear marks. So I'm happy that I now have this Birdie right here because he's just a lot better. And obviously it says for display only on the bottom. But I do have an upcoming episode involving the road vehicles. And something I'm going to do is that both of these are going to be characters. And so in the episode where Thomas and Birdie race, you can actually see in the shed there's another Birdie like this. So you just see the back of him. Now, I don't know if they made two Birdie models or they just made a facade of one from the back. But I will be introducing the fact that there is multiple buses besides Birdie because it would just make sense. But if you look at that right there, that looks cool, seeing those two buses. And obviously, if you got Bulgy on the act, that would be even cooler. But I also might repaint this Birdie into a custom character that I have. His name is Archie, and the thing that distinguishes him is that he is blue and that he has a mustache. So that's all that he's different from Birdie. But yes, it's very nice to have this Birdie right here. Let's try to go through this a little quickly because people are probably getting bored. But next we have Terence. And wow. That is awesome. Okay, so a little backstory here. Here's Terence. I've never had Terence before. Again, one of the characters I've just never had when I was growing up. But in the listing, Terence was shown without treads. He did not have treads. And I thought when I bought him, well, this lot's nice, and I like getting Terence, but it's unfortunate I'll have no treads. And in the description it said that Trevor is it called him, wait, Trevor? Terence. His name's Terence, I'm sorry. I might have been saying that the whole time, but Terence. I'm so used to having Trevor, he's the only traction engine. But it called him Terence the Bulldozer. And it was really funny looking at that. But, you know, it's just, from the outside, doesn't he look like a bulldozer? Yes. But it said Terence the Bulldozer is not guaranteed to have treads. And in the pictures, he did not have treads. But here, he has treads. And that is awesome. And actually, something I just noticed here. One of his treads is broken. But I honestly don't care. It fits into place pretty well because this is kind of sticky. But Yeah, that's awesome that he has treads. I really enjoy that. Yeah, I'm just really happy. That's awesome. So yeah, now I can use Terence. That's great. Whoa, one of his treads just fell off. Okay, so it is broken. The treads are broken a little bit, but... that's interesting. I wonder if, like, someone cut the... Did someone cut the tread? Okay, I have no idea. Do you know what? I think maybe someone who was putting this model on display cut the treads. Maybe they did that for promotional stuff or whatever. But the treads were falling off, but that's fine. Terence, I like his face. His face is a Terence face. I'm not a particular fan of the original model, the 90s model. Do you know what? I'm just going to let those go. Well, wait, that one. Okay, this is just weird. This is, like, very creepy. But there is not much room for a driver to realistically sit there, but that's fine. I'm just really happy to have Terence, and again, you will be seeing him in the background. Though, one thing, again, that I find funny is that he is so disproportionate to the rails. Like, look at this. He's a monster. He could eat Thomas for breakfast. So that's kind of funny. But anyway, that's Terence right there. Sorry I'm not giving much of an in-depth look at these items. Just, I'm very excited to have them, and I really don't have that much to say since, oh my god, his thing fell off again. Well, Terence, you're just gonna roll with that. Pun, I guess. Sorry. Oh, this is really derailing. And here's James. And this is amazing to have. This is great. I love it already. There is a little scuff of paint back there, but honestly, I don't care. No one's going to see that. Look at his dome. Look at his dome. Look how it's so gold. Look at this thing. This is what I've had to put up with for the last... How many years of my YouTube channel been going? 2 years, I think? Yeah, 2 years. This is amazing to have. I'm so happy to have this. There's his face right there. That's a great James face. And his eyebrows are totally on. Look at my James right here. He has no eyebrows. And actually, in the last collection video I did a long, long time ago, I actually do have a James, another James. But he has some problems, too. It looks like he got a black eye fighting Thomas, or I don't know. But he does have a gold dome. But since he doesn't have a tender and he has all the scribbling stuff, he doesn't really count. But this James, he counts. And I find it so weird how this James... His dome is fully up while those engines, their dome's sunken in. I have no idea. But that James face and his proportions, I do understand why some people don't like the 2003 era models because they're too chunky. But personally, I love them. I think they're great, have great proportions. But that's just my opinion. Next, we're going to take a look at Percy. And he's also very, very nice. I'm just very happy to have all these. These are going to be great for my series. And here he is. I do find it interesting that his number is a little off, as you can see there. It's not going to focus. Yeah, it's not. But if you can see that from that distance, if you have good eyes or something, his number is a little off. I guess the stamp that they put on there was a little bit off, but, you know, that's to be expected. And his dome, as I noticed in the pictures, is a little sunken in, but again, I really did not care. Now, I actually have two 2003 models of Percy. Almost dropped him. And this one, I'm obviously going to use for my series. This one is the one I currently use, and he's pretty nice. And then this one, well, he is probably in a little bit better condition from the roof and stuff. His eyebrows are kind of off. I remember getting this Percy with the book, and this Percy alone. I got this from my uncle with the book car or something, like the thing that pops out. And I just remember not finding really a use for two Percys, but, you know, now I have three. So, you know, just more random characters I have. And the last thing we're going to take a look at is Henry. I almost forgot about him beside me. And here's his tender right here. Right here. And probably the model I've been wanting to update most, besides James, is Henry. I don't know. The model I have him right now, I don't know. I just don't like how his cab's like that. He just ticks me off for some reason. I really do not know why, but, you know, I just am happy to have an upgrade from him. And again, I will use his model in accents and stuff, so if Henry flies off the rails or something, I don't think you really notice that I change models. But this guy, he's really nice. As you can see his face right there. Focus. please. Yes, thank you. For display only, is obviously, and these are all in mint. This is great. I now can have a proper close-up of his cab, because this cab is a little worn. You can't really see the window. Again, his, what's it called? His dome is sunken in. Sorry, I forgot the word for a second. You know, this thing has gone so far off track. Myself in editing, I'll be screaming at myself for acting so stupid, but, you know, it's live video. Well, live as I'm making it. But his tender's awesome, and again, it's just really nice to have these models crisp and new, like I just opened them out of the package. Obviously, the reason why these models I have right here, my childhood models, aren't in the best condition is because when you're playing with models, you're not worrying about keeping them in nice condition. But I am just happy to have these models that I'll take very good care of and try not to get dented up. They eventually probably will get a few scuffs, but compared to these models I have right here, it won't be as bad. Of course, you're probably asking, where is Edward? I have no idea. Where's Toby? I don't know. But for the time being, Edward, his CGI model, is nice. Gordon, as I said, I won't be replacing him with that ugly thing. But all the other models I will be replacing them with. Though the one other model that I want to get a replacement for is Oliver. And I have the 2003 Oliver. I'll get him back here behind me on this little coffee table behind me. And as you can see, Oliver, his eyebrows are off. He's kind of scuffed up. He's probably the worst of my models in terms of, what do you call it? In terms of just wear and tear. And that face is very scary. I want the 2013 version of Oliver. I probably think a lot of people would. I don't get why his thing's yellow. Why is his... Is that a whistle? Actually, I've never thought about that. That might be a whistle. His dome's right here. But the body shape is nice, just the face is very poorly executed. So, mostly I've said that I want to get newer engines before I get updated models of the ones I have, or duplications or whatever. But this Oliver I do want to replace at one point, but that will be down the line, since I blew all my life savings on this. I obviously didn't, that's a joke. But let's line these up, and we're just going to take a quick look at... Actually, we're not going to line them up. What we're going to do is we're going to roll them all by and show you them. I think this will make a nice thumbnail. I've been contemplating either showing all the stuff I got in the video in the thumbnail or showing the package that they came in. I might want to show what I got just because it might look more interesting. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that stuff. Were these treads not for Terence? This is so weird. Why are they cut? I have no idea. Yeah, that's weird. Do you know what? I might tape them. That's what I might do. But, yeah, his treads are falling off. Yeah, I don't think you can... Do you know what? Do you know what it is? They're glued. That's what it is. Wait, what? No, I broke it. Yeah, they're glued, I think. That's what it is. That's weird. That is so weird. Well, these are display only, so what do you expect? How do you even get the treads off? I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing, but... Then we have our title character, Thomas. He is a very nice model. Obviously, I won't be replacing him, but he's still nice. Then next in line, I guess, skipping Edward, is Henry. Henry's model is also very nice. Oh, he just barely made it to Thomas. And next we have the awful, horrible Tommy Face Gordon. And does it actually say Tommy on the bottom? It doesn't. So maybe this is Learning Curve. I don't know. This is confusing. Next, we have James. I forgot which order the characters go in. But yes, we have James. And I think he's the smartest and brightest looking of all the models. And we're running out of room here. But next, we have Percy. Then we have Birdie. I guess he'd go on the road, actually. And then, flying in, you gotta keep flicking this thing to keep it moving, is Harold the helicopter. And I think the only one I'm displeased is Terence, just because he is... Yeah, they're glued on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Terence. I really do not know. But, yeah, there's the remains of Terence. That's kind of morbid. But I did say that I wanted to show some of the stuff I got in the last unboxing video, so I will do that. I got this complete collection book, which I think is very nice. I think every Thomas fan should have one. I think it was released in 1997, I think. And it has a foreword by Brian Sibley, who wrote the Thomas the Tank Engine Man book. And it's a great book, and this is also a great book. I'm happy to finally have all the Railway series stories in one place. And you might hear a little bit of background noise right here. Hopefully my voice isn't echoing out. But I also got book 27, Really Useful Engines, which I also think is a very nice book. And that is very interesting. This book, stories are great. I don't think they're as good as the Wilbur Audrey ones, but they're definitely good. And I find it funny that, by coincidence, that both their books were going to be titled Really Useful Engines. I wish we got a 27th Railway Series book from Wilbur, but of course that never happened. And the other stuff, I mean, it's cool, but the video's running on a little bit. I really don't want to get up and film another sequence of this, so maybe in another video I'll show off the other stuff I got. I probably shouldn't have said that at the start without promising it, but you know, things happen. But yeah, this is all the stuff I've gotten. Let's try to that gets them all in one shot. The Remains of Terence. Wait, now that's stuck. Okay. No, this is really making me mad now, because I have no idea what's happening. No, it's breaking off. What? Oh. I don't know what's wrong with Terence. Yeah, the seller said that, but they didn't say that, like, he's broken. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to work on that later. Sorry I keep getting fixated by it. But yes, that is the video. And I thank you for watching this video. It's been going on for a half an hour. So thankfully it's not as long as the last video. But it is kind of long. And I thank you for watching. I've been rambling on way too much. This is probably one of the worst videos I've made. You know, it's just very discombobulated. But it was fun to make. It's great to get this stuff. There won't be an unboxing video for probably a long while, as I'm trying to save up money again now. But as promised, episode 4 will come next week. I did have to push it back, but hopefully it'll come next week. And I will be making an updated collection of videos soon, since I got these new items. I can put them in the forefront and retire my old models to the extras section. So anyway, for the third time I've said this, thank you for watching. This is Wooden Railway Edward signing off. See you in the next video. Bye!